Hey Tribe YouTube fam, in this video we're going to talk about why are flipping gurus, especially in a manifesting arena, why are gurus? I'm talking about not old school gurus, not old school, I'm talking about new ones today, baby. Why are they flipping lying to you about taking action? Okay, once in a while I get on YouTube and I see new gurus, new kind of gurus coming out. I'm going to call them a guru. People teaching law of attraction, manifesting, law of assumption. They're trying to teach live life on your terms. They always do an action video. You got to take action. You can't just sit there and think stuff's going to happen, Chad. You can't just sit there and sleep. You can't just meditate and money fall on your head. You got to take action, action, action. You got to take action. Why are they flipping lying to you? Okay. I mean, for one, for me, this might be a short, sweet, to the point video. Maybe you'll love it. But for me, it really shows their ignorance in law of attraction. It really shows their ignorance in the law of assumption. It really shows their ignorance in manifesting. It really shows their ignorance in their successful version of them, their identity. For one, we manifest from identity. You always manifest from identity. It's who you are. Okay, your current identity right now, that's the vibration you manifest from. Period. Doesn't matter if you take all the action in the world. That's where manifesting comes from, is your current identity you have right now. Good or bad, that's where it's coming from. But other than that, let's not get off on a tangent here. What about action? You see, when they tell you take action, they're really telling you a half truth. Okay. Now, you can look at a half truth either way. You can look at it as a lie because they're not telling you the full truth. Maybe they don't know the full truth and they're just telling you from their limited knowledge. Okay. Or you can just look at it for what it is. They're telling you a half truth. Okay. This is the reason why it's a half truth, to help you out here. Now, for me, Chad, to live life on your terms, is yes, I believe you have to take action. But there's a huge but with this. There's a big ass but. Okay. But when gurus tell you to take action, most of the time they're referring to forced action. Most of the time, and maybe they're not referring to it, maybe they're not explaining it very well, but that's exactly how you take it. So you start running around in your life taking forced action. You start running around in your life. You're trying to figure out the how. How can I manifest my dream house? And you start running around taking useless action, trying to force things to happen, running around looking at your dream area, running how I need to hire a real estate person. I need to do this. I need to get a second job. I need to get a third job. I need to, you know what I mean? You're doing all this useless action and it's forced action. Remember, force causes friction and friction negates. You have to understand this. It's any force. You have to get this. You cannot manipulate the universe. You cannot manipulate God. You might be able to manipulate other people, but you cannot fool yourself. You cannot fool your own subconscious mind. You cannot play it. You know what I mean? Your subconscious mind is playing you. You're not playing it. That's how it works, baby. Okay? But that's the trap you're falling into. You're forcing things to happen and you're making excuses for it. And you're sitting there telling me, well, Chad, you have to take action. I'll get a comment. Well, you can't just sit there and money fall on your head. You got to get up and do something. Because you're trying to make an excuse for your own forced action. You're trying to make an excuse for, you're really caught into how it's going to happen. You're trying to force the how, so you're trying to make an excuse for it. And what I'm doing, I'm calling out your bullshit right now, because that's what it is, bullshit. Okay? I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this. Okay? And I do believe you have to take action, but this is exactly how to do it. You take intuitive action, baby. You take intuitive action. You see, this is where you take action. This is where you follow action, boom, like that. Okay? When I have an intuitive idea to do something, boom, I take action and do it. When I have a gut feeling to do something, boom, I take action and do it. When I just have a small little voice that says, you might think I'm crazy. We all do this. We all have that small little voice that tells us things. That do this, Chad. Boom, you do it. That's where you take action. You take intuitive action. You take inspired action. You're inspired to do something and you take action on that note. You just don't take blind, flippant action. You make excuses for it because you're using it as an excuse because you're trying to force things. You're trying to look for the how. How can I get my dream car? It's not how you can get your dream car, okay? It's not how you can get your dream house. It's not how you become a multimillionaire. You see, Neville Goddard was right. It's about living the end. You're that person right now. You're that identity right now. If you want your dream house, you're that person right when you think about it and you imagine having it and you can see it in your mind, you're that person right now. And your job is just to stay in that state and believe it. That I'm that person right now. And I stay in that state no matter how long it is. Maybe it's a day, a couple days. I live in the end. And when I'm in that state, I will have intuition. I will have intuitive ideas to do something. I take action. Now, sometimes that intuition will lead you straight to your goal, lead you straight to that want, or it will lead you to the puzzle piece. It will lead you somewhere where you're closer to your goal. You're not there yet, but once you get there, you'll have another gut feeling to do something. You take action and do it, and that's a second puzzle piece. That's how this stuff works, okay? Stop forcing things, period. Stop forcing action. That's not how it flipping works. You know, your power as a spiritual being is when you're relaxed. Isn't that so true? Okay, you don't force your power. You don't have to get angry to have this power like you're watching a Marvel movie or a superhero movie. They're showing it backwards. You're powerful at a very, very relaxed state. Okay, why is it, and listen to this before we go, why is it when you're relaxing, you're sitting on a couch watching TV, you're in a really relaxed state, you have an intuition to do something, you have a gut feeling to do something, you know, you have an inspired thought that you've been asking the universe for, and that's when it comes to you, okay? Or it comes to you when you completely let it go, you're not thinking about it. Again, your mind's at a relaxed state because you're not constantly overthinking about it. And when you stop that, that's when the answer comes to you because your power is at a relaxed state. Your power is not in forcing things to happen, taking forced action. You have to understand this. And that's why I did this video. Like when I did this video, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about, why do gurus teach this? Why do gurus teach this BS bullshit about action and forced action? You got to take action. And you know what? I was in a moment to talk about it. I had a gut feeling to do a video, and I got my phone, set everything up, and did the video. I followed my gut feeling. I followed my intuition just to do this video. But other than that, friends, hopefully this helped. If you leave a comment below if you agree with this, leave a comment below if you don't. You have a different way of explaining this. Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and we can chat back and forth about it. And other than that, remember, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.